Hi everyone, my name is Mariana Vasilita. I am undergraduate student at Brooklyn College. My research topic is learning a naval accent, the acquisition of vowel epenthesis in S clusters by monolingual and bilingual learners. What is the study about? It's a study in which I explored phonetic and phonological learning in monolingual and bilingual speakers. When it comes to bilinguals, it has been shown that they outperform monolinguals in phonetic and phonological learning, or PPL. The phonetic and phonological learning is the ability to learn a novel accent of an already known language following brief initial exposure. Also, in recent study, it's shown that bilinguals as a group are better at learning and processing multiple aspects of novel language or dialect. This experiment is part of the larger study initiated by Dr. Laura Spino in connection between phonetic and phonological learning and auditory sensory memory in monolingual and bilingual speakers. All participants were trained on a new artificial accent of English, differing in 4 ways from standard North American English, differing in topping, diphthongization, vowel epenthesis, and intonation change. As I mentioned earlier, these studies focused on vowel epenthesis or epenthesis in S cluster. The S cluster is the combination of 2 or more consonants. The epenthesis is the insertion of a new sound, in this case is the vowel, between 2 voiceless consonants. For example, the word spy in the new accent becomes sapai. The word status in the new accent becomes setatus. The hypothesis of this study is that bilingual speakers will outperform monolinguals in their phonetic and phonological learning. Our participants were undergraduate students from Kingsborough Community College. We had 31 monolingual speakers who were born and raised in the United States, and 30 early bilinguals who also were born and raised in the United States, but they were exposed to the second language before age of 3. All our participants were tested individually, and they were recorded in an acoustic booth on campus. Moving to our results. The first graph shows the mean accent score by different feature in baseline, training, and testing. The baseline is the part where all participants were asked to read 40 sentences in their natural accent of English. After the baseline, participants were trained to the new artificial accent, and as we can see in the graph, both groups could imitate this accent. Bilinguals did around 60% of it, and monolinguals 50% of it. When we move to the testing part, we can see that both groups decreased their results, but bilinguals did better than monolinguals, around 30% of it. The next graph shows different types of epenthesis strategies used by different groups. For example, instead of the correct word producing a new accent, they did longer S, where they added glottal stop or aspiration. And finally, the last 2 graphs show the duration of cluster consonants in baseline, training, and testing. And we can see that both groups exhibited increased duration in training, but bilinguals didn't lower them in testing. And finally, the last graph shows overall segment of duration. Moving to summary and discussion. The hypothesis confirmed bilinguals were more successful in the learning of all 4 features compared to monolinguals. Also, bilinguals produce more correct appendix structures in testing. Even when they didn't get the specific pattern, they had a tendency to replace it with a single process. Monolinguals were more likely to use double strategies instead of the correct pattern. And finally, bilinguals produced equally long segment duration in training and testing. Thank you for stopping by my poster. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me. Have a wonderful day.